Bayang magiging presensya mo, nalalag ng puso, sa ligid mo'y buhay. Lupang inilang, di ka na magiging sa manlulupin, di ka masisi. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mamahaw, may nilagang tulad, awit sa pagyayamig na mahal. Ang isa't ng matawat mo'y tagumpay na nadidinig. Ang bituin na araw niyang kailan pa may magdidinig. Lupa ng araw na may ating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang iligaya na pa may mag-apit, ang mga tayang dahil sa'yo.
Be langit, salamat bek dawni, salamat bek deen blayam kum, son oo hagatama bek kum klawil, be ang baya mi, hanifa tami bek kam sala gan mo ma, blay me kam deen mo ma bek dawni, mlan bek mabdas baroy Jesus.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Landas na kahit hindi sa'yo'y inilaan, bawat hakbang ito'y dusa't hirap ang laman. Sa kalooban ng Ama, nagpasakop kang ganap. Buhay mo, Jesus, ang siyang alay na sapat. Laban sa agos ng mundo, lumakad ka sa landas mo. Laban sa lakad ng mundo, landas na sa nais mo. Sa iyong mga yapa, ako ay tatahan. Kahit tigil ng luha, ang nilakaran mo landas. Pasakit man at dusa, dulot ng mundo'y kamtan. Bawat bakas ng iyong mga yapa, bawat hakbang mo'y aking susundan. Kay hirap mang gawin, kalooban mo'y kubli. Pinili kong sundan bakas ng iyong mga pang. Ang buhay ko'y laan sa iyo kailanpaman. Maglilingkod sa iyo, Panginoon, hanggang wakas. Laban sa agos ng mundo, lumakad ka sa landas mo. Laban sa lakad ng mundo, landas na sa nais mo. Nais mo. Sa iyong mga yapa, ako ang nilakaran mong landas, pasakit man at dusa, dulot ng mundo'y kamtan, bawat bakas ng iyong mga yapa, bawat hakbang mo'y aking susundan. Lumo kami mula sa kawalan, binigyan mo ng buhay at karangalan. Dati ay sinakop ka ng iba't ibang dayuhan, ngunit sa taglay mong lakas, hindi matatalo kanino man. Mga Muslim, mga Kristiyano, at mga iba pang tribo, kami nagkakaisa sa pagangat ng ngalan mo. Dugot naman iaalay, pumailan lang sa paggabay, patuloy kang bigyang puri, kami sa'yo'y nawiwili, mabuhay ka, Rayon Dose. Malawak masagana ang iyong lupain, pati buong bansa'y umasa sa iyong mahain. Sa pagsikat ng araw, kaganda ng iyong tanawin, pinagpala ng may kapal, mabuhay ka, Sok Sergeant. Ako'y mawarayo sa kaunlaran, talino at lakas, inahandog sa bayan. Mga Muslim, mga Kristiyano, at mga iba pang tribo, kami nagkakaisa sa pagamat ng ngalan mo. Dugot naman iaalay, pumailan lang sa paggabay, patuloy kang bigyang puri, kami sa'yo'y nawiwili, mabuhay ka, O Rayon Dose. Kami anak ng Santo Tabato, naglayang isang dugo ng Pilipino. Iba't ibang tribong pinanggalingan, di hadlang sa pagtaguyod ng matibay na mamamayan. Mula
The school's division of South Cotabato's aspiration
to be the heart of leading-edge socio-cultural education that produces proficient learners. The school's division of South Cotabato's core values.
The school's division of South Cotabato commits to demonstrate high level of professionalism by passionately pursuing excellence in providing quality service with advanced innovations in the spirit of respect and teamwork.
The school's division of South Cotabato's quality policy. We, the passionate stewards of the school's division of South Cotabato, are committed to delight the learners and stakeholders by providing contextualized learning resources, competent learning facilitators and instructional leaders, and equitable basic education support services.
These are delivered by resilient, service-oriented, and value-driven personnel through quality-assured, technology-based, and continually improving systems and processes.
We pledge to adhere to applicable laws, rules, and regulations guided by heart.
Humane,
Empowered,
accountable,
responsive
transparent,
governance.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the virtual Career Guidance and Advocacy Program of Lamba National High School. So this is in response to the Department of Education K-12 programs, which include Career Guidance Program to help the grade 10 and senior high students in choosing their career path. The CGP program aims to help its grade 10 and senior high school students with their college planning, career preparation, and eventually for employment. The school encourages and supports its students through opening every opportunity that are available to them. The program will be facilitated by senior high school teachers and the Guidance Center. This program will include lectures and discussions. The lectures will include the modules provided by the Department of Education, which contains topics such as the road to the right choice, the star power within, reaffirming the chosen track, fit me right, I plan to succeed, and other topics that will assist students in discovering their career opportunities. So this morning, I will be discussing to you the Module 1 of Career Guidance Manual entitled Road to the Right Choice. This covers different professions and life choices for senior high school learners. It provides information to the different senior high school curriculum exits and regulated professions that will facilitate their career decision-making as they pursue college. This module also tackles the different factors affecting learners' life and career choices. So at the end of this module, the learners are expected to, first, enumerate the different professions and life choices, explain the different factors affecting the choices in life and profession, and appreciate the factors in choosing a profession. So according to Eleanor Roosevelt, she said, I am convinced that every effort must be made in childhood to teach the young to use their own minds. For one thing is sure, if they don't make up their minds, someone will do it for them. So what are the factors affecting career and life options? First, the personal factors. Considering the skills and abilities. Are you aware of your skills and abilities? Do you know what you are capable of doing? When individuals are in jobs best suited to their abilities, they perform best and their productivity is highest. So according to the Parsons trait and factor theory of occupational choice, it emphasized the importance of analyzing one's skills, values, interests, and personality, and then match this up to jobs which use this. Another factor is interest and personality types. Do you know your interest and personality type? Holland's career typology established a classification system that matches personality characteristics and personal preferences to job characteristics. According to John Holland's theory, most people are one of 6 personality types. First, realistic. Second, investigative. Third, artistic. Fourth, social. Fifth, enterprising. And sixth, the conventional. Knowing your personality will help you understand yourself. It matters that your personality fits your career choice. Another is life roles. What do you think is your role in life? Are you a leader, an organizer, a mediator, a designer? So according to Soper's lifespan theory, how we think about ourselves in these roles their requirements of them, and the external forces that affect them may influence how we look at careers in general and how we make choices for ourselves. The next one is the previous experiences. Did you think of pursuing a task which you have been successful in the past? One aspect of the social cognitive career theory addresses the fact that we are likely to consider continuing a particular task if we have had a positive experience doing it. And the last factor is the childhood fantasies. What do you want to be when you grow up? Perhaps these frequently asked questions during your childhood years may have helped shape what we thought we would be then, as well as later in life. Next factor is the family factors. According to Clemena 2002, the matter of choosing a career in the Philippine setting is clearly a family affair. First, the parental influence. How many percent of your career decision is influenced by your parents? Many children grow up idealizing the profession of their parents. Parents may intentionally or unintentionally push their child towards a particular career path, especially in the cases of family-owned businesses, where parents expect their children to take over the company. Likewise, if you have parents who are workaholic and were never around when you were a child, you may decide to pursue a line of work with flexibility that gives you more time with your children. The next one is the financial resources. Considering the financial resources. In choosing a career or profession, there is a need to consider the capability to support the course or career to be pursued. According to social cognitive career theory and social learning, address this and recognize that events that take place in our lives may affect the choices available to us and even dictate our choices to a certain degree. When your family has limited financial resources, for instance, will you insist on pursuing medicine? Or would you rather take up other related courses first and pursue medicine when you are capable of shouldering the expenses yourself? Next is family beliefs and traditions. Beliefs and traditions and another family factor is another factor to consider when making a career choice. It is tradition, for example, that all male siblings in the clan take up engineering courses. Being a family tradition, this would somehow be relevant when making a career choice. Next factor is social factor. First, influence of media technology. Next, influence of friends and peers. Next, industry demands and expectations. So the senior high school program, of course, has 4 curriculum exits. I will be discussing to you the senior high school curriculum after we discussed already the different factors affecting in the life choices. So we have first is the employment. So the senior high school program opens up employment opportunities for graduates. The SHS graduates of the Technical Vocational Livelihood or TVL track may apply for TESDA certificates of competency and national certificates. Partnerships with different companies for technical and vocational courses expose students to the real world of work. Students also gain work experience while studying, and companies can even hire them after they graduate. Another exit is the entrepreneurship. With the inclusion of our entrepreneurship subject in the curriculum, senior high school graduates are better equipped for small-scale business activities such as running the family business or starting one's own business. Another is the higher education. By the time you graduate from senior high school, you will have the standard knowledge, skills, and competencies needed for higher education. Also, some subjects in the college general education curriculum have not been integrated into the senior high school curriculum. These subjects will be taken out of the college curriculum, leaving only the subjects that are more focused and relevant to your chosen course or major. Another one is the middle level skills development. So standard requirements built into the TVL track ensure that graduates have good job knowledge in their chosen specialization. In the same way, the senior high school graduates are better prepared for college. They are also equipped for developing more specialized skills in technical vocational course. So after we discussed already the module 1, the road to the right choice, I'm going to leave you a reflection, knowing the right choice. So I would like you learners identify 3 professions or careers that you would possibly pursue and enumerate the factors affecting your choices. You may write that one in your insights notebook, your choices. First choice, what is your first choice? What is that profession or life choice? What are the factors affecting your choices? And what are the insights or lessons learned? Same with your second choice and then the third choice. So that would be all. Thank you very much for listening. This is Rhea A. Bierneza, the Guidance Coordinator of Lamba National High School, the Module 1 Discussant.
Hello, and welcome to our Career Guidance and Advocacy program. Today, I will be discussing Module 2 entitled The Star Power Within. This module is practically about unleashing the knowledge and skills of every learner. It focuses on students' innate talents, interests, skills, and abilities to help them identify their potential through an activity and an opportunity of learning capsulized in this module. Here are the objectives. At the end of this module, the learners are expected to: first, identify the knowledge and skills needed in the different professions and life choices. Second, value the importance of knowledge and skills required in the profession. Now, let us proceed to our lecture. Our knowledge about self and of our skills and ways of doing things are important elements in choosing a career. When we know our interests and the skills we possess, we are better able to identify the kind of profession we want to pursue. According to Boulay 2011, knowledge refers to learning concepts, principles, and information regarding a particular subject or subjects by a person through books, media, encyclopedias, academic institutions, and other sources. While skill refers to the ability of using that information and applying it in a context. In other words, knowledge refers to theory, and skill refers to successfully applying that theory in practice and getting unexpected results. For instance, a salesperson armed with an MBA degree may have learned all the principles of marketing and selling in his business school. Going forward, in his work, he would know more about his company in the arena of its product line, target market, competitors, etc. So all of the above is knowledge to create a successful sales strategy, and pitch and work to achieve those sales targets is the salesperson's skill. In addition, trial and error methods are a great way to your skills. Sometimes, certain skills can take a person only to a certain level. To move ahead, it is necessary that the person has the requisite knowledge as well. For instance, while a person may have a good hand in carpentry, Acquiring an engineering degree can do wonders for the person's skills. In the same manner, some people may have theoretical knowledge but may just not be able to use it while performing a task. Knowledge is the things we know, while skill is the ability to apply what we know. Each of us possess different skills. Each of us vary in the strengths and weaknesses that we possess. This makes us unique. Because we are unique, we differ in the way we do things. Since no two individuals are the same, we need to complement each other. In like manner, different professions require different skill sets and abilities. According to Santa Maria 2006, skills are divided according to the following categories. The first skill is people skill. People skill refers to work with, help, entertain, service, or influence the actions or thinking of people. Second skill is data skill. Data skill refers to handle details, facts, numbers, records, or files in a quick and accurate way. Next is think skill. Think skill means to operate, maintain, or build machinery, or regulate or process equipment, understand, and work with physical, chemical, or biological functions. The last skill according to Santa Maria is idea skill. Idea skill involves solving abstract problems and expressing thoughts or feelings in a creative or ingenious way. Skills can also be categorized as employability skills or skills you need for a job. These are the following. First, the interpersonal skills. These are skills that we use every day when we communicate and interact with other people, both individually and in groups. Second is communication skills. In communication skills, the employers are looking for people who can communicate well, both verbally and in writing. Third is critical thinking skills. This is the ability to solve problems and make decisions. This can be a huge asset to your employer, and these are therefore desirable skills to develop. Next is leadership skills. Leadership is the ability to influence others toward the achievement of a goal. Personal development is all about having the right attitude towards work and the organization you work for. So employers look for people who are keen to develop and learn. Another skill is numeracy or number skills. It involves an understanding of numerical data, statistics and graphs, and also part of making decisions and reasoning. Lastly, information technology skills. Most people need some information technology or IT skills to find work today. Acquiring basic IT skills and being familiar with using computer may open a wide range of employment opportunities and increase your marketability. Now, it's time for our activity. So let us start with a short reflection. The questions on the next slide will guide you for writing a journal. Here are your guide questions. Thank you very much. This is Farida Chris N. Lumidzog, Teacher 3 of Lamba National High School, the Module 2 Discussant.
Good morning, everyone. This time, I'm going to discuss the Module 3, Reaffirming the Chosen Track. Information is essential in every decision-making. Information is usually gathered from various sources to give a better picture of what we want to know and on what basis we are making such a decision. This module presents several sources of information about career choices that could influence or modify the decisions we make for our future. At the end of this module, the learners are expected to determine the different sources of information relevant to curriculum exits, evaluate the different sources of information relevant to their preferred curriculum exit. In choosing a career,
It is essential to first acquire substantial information about the different courses in order to come up with a valid and well thought of decision, laying down all possibilities and considering several prospects would result in a more advantageous, attainable, and viable career path. Here are the sources of information. First is School's Guidance Office. A school's guidance office is managed primarily by a registered guidance counselor or RGC as mandated by RA 9258, who implements a career guidance program that provides career counseling to both individuals and groups, administers and interprets career tests, and provides other services such as referral, placement, research, information, and orientation. In the absence of an RGC, a career guidance advocate may lead the implementation of a career guidance advocacy program in the school. An advocate facilitates the information dissemination of career-related materials such as labor market information, coordinates with the local government units whereas labor and work-related offices such as the Department of Labor Employment or DOLE, Technical Education Skills and Development Authority or TESDA, Public Employment Service Office or PESO, and other stakeholders, serves as conduit in the implementation of the DepEd Career Guidance Advocacy Program between the school's division offices and the schools, and manages other related career guidance advocacy activities. The limitation to the conduct of the career guidance program of career guidance advocates to a legally valid term of career guidance advocacy program is consistent with the provision of RA 9258, otherwise known as the Guidance Counseling Act of 2004, and RA 10533, otherwise known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, Career guidance advocates may only conduct certain career guidance-related activities that are part of the career guidance program which an RGC explicitly mandated to conduct as provided for in the above-mentioned laws. Career guidance information is generally available in the guidance offices. Second source of information is Department of Education. The Department of Education, or DepEd, is a government agency that formulates, implements, and coordinates policies, plans, programs, and projects in the areas of formal and non-formal basic education. It supervises all elementary and secondary education institutions, including alternative learning systems, both public and private, and provides for the establishment and maintenance of a complete, adequate, and integrated system of basic education relevant to the goals of national development. The department, through its partnerships with industries and private entities, may provide the needed labor market information in coordination with the DOLE. Department of Labor and Employment is also a source of information. The Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, is a national government agency that envisions that every Filipino worker attains full, decent, and productive employment. It formulates policies and implements labor laws and labor-related legislations in order to promote gainful employment opportunities, development human resources, protect workers and promote their welfare, and maintain industrial peace. DOLE has different bureaus addressing specific concern on labor. They include the Bureau of Local Employment, Labor Relations, Workers with Special Concerns, Working Conditions, International Labor Affairs, Regional Offices, and the Philippine Overseas Labor Officers. And the last one source of information is the higher education. The Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, is the key leader of the Philippine higher education system, effectively working in partnership with other major higher education stakeholders in building the country's human capital and innovation capacity towards the development of a Filipino nation as a responsible member of the international community. After knowing the Module 3, I would like to reaffirm your chosen track. You might write down in your journal and reflect it. This is Suraima P. Alamada, Teacher 2, Senior High School Guidance Coordinator, your discussant. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I will be discussing to you the Module 4 entitled Fit Me Right. Choosing a career is a very crucial aspect of a learner's decision-making process. It could make or unmake their future. Deciding on what to pursue needs to be taken slowly and cautiously. As a teacher, you have to help them prepare for that big day. You have to guide them in finding the right career path for them to thrive when they pursue higher studies. This module will make learners realize that as they go along the way, they will find out that they do not have to make the decision alone. You have to make them aware that there will always be people who will help them out. The role of parents and other support system is given emphasis in this module. At the end of this module, the students are expected to first, discuss the role of parents, guardians, and significant others in pursuing the learner's preferred profession or career. Second, evaluate the abilities, skills, role of parents, guardians, and significant others in deciding for a profession and vocation. Last, express commitment to pursue the chosen track or strand. This time, I'm going to discuss the role of parents in helping their children choose a career using the statements under mga gampanin ng magulang sa pagpili ng anak ng kanyang karera. Other than the roles of parents you have identified, experts say that there are other roles that your parents can do in support of your career choice. These are the following. A. Kunin ang tiwala ng iyong anak at ganyakin siya upang pag-usapan ang kanyang mga katanungan tungkol sa karera. B. Maglaan ng panahon para pag-usapan ang mahahalagang bagay tungkol sa karera. C. Tulungan ang anak na matuklasan ang kanyang kalakasan, interes, at kakayahan upang mapili ang karerang angkop para sa kanya. D. Hikayatin ng anak na magsaliksik patungkol sa napiling karera sa pamamagitan ng pakikipag-usap sa mga taong may kaparehong kurso at trabaho at sa pagbabasa ng mga impormasyon tungkol sa karera. E. Kilalanin ang kalakasan, kakayahan, at kahinaan ng iyong anak at suportahan siya sa kanyang magiging desisyon. F. Himukin ang iyong anak na tuklasin ang iba't ibang karera na maaari pagpilian batay sa kanyang kakayahan, kalakasan, at interes. G. Magplano kasama ang iyong anak sa posibleng mga hakbang na gagawin kung hindi kayang tustusan ang karerang napili. Panghuli, suportahan ang iyong anak sa karerang napili sa pamamagitan ng pagpapalakas ng kanyang loob na kakayanin niya ang anumang hamong dumating. As your reflection, answer the following questions. First, what might be the causes of disagreement between a child and the parents in terms of choosing career path? Second, Is the support of your parents in choosing a career path important to you? Why? Evaluate also yourself. First, what struck you most in this module? Second, are the support of your parents and significant others in your life necessary in setting direction for your career path? Thank you very much. This is Naisa Cotina Vance, the Module 4 discussant.
Good day everyone. At this moment, I will be presenting to you the Module 5 entitled Rising Towards the Reality of My Dreams. This module is about helping the learners identify the skills and abilities that will help them in determining the most realistic profession and career for them. The learners' knowledge of their skills and abilities will enable them to easily make career decisions that match their potentials and expertise. Facilitating the learner's skill assessment will aid them in making career choices that will empower them to maximize the available local and foreign opportunities after they exit from the senior high school curriculum. At the end of this module, you learners are expected to: first, identify the qualifications, abilities, and skills necessary in the preferred profession and vocation. Second, make a decision about the preferred career. And third, share insights and experiences on the process of choosing the preferred profession or career. Examining one's life is an important prelude to success. Socrates once said that an unexamined life is not worth living. Hence, in making a career decision, a process of self-introspection is essential. It is all about exploring and assessing one's skills, interests, abilities, and values, and combining this to result in a satisfying life and career in the future. The most important thing in the field of human resource today is the inner totality of a person. Let's consider this following scenario. Andrew and Maynard work in the same company as senior computer specialist. Andrew does his work efficiently and effectively. However, he gets irritated when the manager asks him to revise a work or mentor a new employee. Others try to avoid him because of this. Maynard, on the other hand, is less than a year in the company, but already has a good rapport with majority of the employees. When others or the manager comment on his work, he humbly accepts and tries to adjust accordingly. If you were the manager in the company, who would you prefer to be promoted? The scenarios presented support the trend that employers prefer to hire applicants primarily based on attitude rather than aptitude. Many industries, employers, and human resource managers share the same perspective in hiring new employees. It also shows that technical skills are essential in operating a business. The success of a company includes commitment, focus on the job, humility, and industry of its employees. Studies regarding hiring methodologies have made few facts such that skilled and experienced employees with negative attitude and perspective fail quickly, while the lesser experienced ones with excellent attitudes succeed better in the long run. That is according to Torrent 2015. Whatever place you go, you carry your attitude with you. So, it is important to be aware about the totality of your persons as a future workers in different industries and other workplaces, including the skills that you possess, those that need to be developed, and those that need to be improved. By doing so, you will be tailored to become competent employees in today's industry preferences and eventually become best managers in the future. One who plans to venture into enterprising activity must also consider the skills as human resource will play a critical part in the success of the business organizations. According to Doyle 2016, there are two major classifications of skills: hard skill and soft skills. Hard skills refer to the functional abilities and are generally taught and learned in school, from experience, and from reading books, and which are evaluated through levels of competencies. A concrete example of this is one's speed in producing work outputs. It is also applied to the number or kind of machine a person can operate. These skills are constant across work settings, situations, and workers, and are acquired over time. Examples are the following: encoding, machine operation, heavy equipment operation, carpentry, computer programming, analyzing, and computing. On the other hand, we have the soft skills. Soft skills refer to the personal characteristics and traits of an individual and which are not measurable. Over time, and with a positive mindset, this can be developed and enhanced through various opportunities such as values formation and team building. However, the employee himself or herself should have the will and the right attitude to make the necessary adjustment in order to build on these values and traits. The following are examples of soft skills: teamwork, communication, flexibility, patience, persuasions, time management, perseverance, decision-making, honesty, and humility. Your career should be a platform for you to forward your best skills, knowledge about self, and your abilities. Developing and improving your hard skills and creating a balance of your soft skills will not only ensure a promising career, but a healthy, meaningful, and happy life. Inasmuch as skills are important in the world of work and the business industry, consider also the job qualifications relevant to your career preferences. These are basic requirements entailed by a certain job that also include work experience, personal qualities, lines of expertise, and educational credentials. Before we end this presentation, let's have our reflection. Have you already decided on your preferred profession? What is it? Does your qualifications, abilities, skills, and characteristics in line with it? Now, together, let's assess ourselves with the qualities, abilities, skills, and attitude we have if it fits with our chosen professions. Does our profession's preferences match with the characteristics we have? If so, I am encouraging you to reflect within yourselves in order for you to make a sound and healthy decision in choosing your career path. This is Novi Grace B. De La Cruz, your presenter for Module 5, Rising Towards the Reality of My Dreams. Thank you and God bless.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I will be discussing to you the Module 6, entitled Up in the Ladder of My Career. There are many career options to choose from,
So senior high schoolers like you must learn to manage your choice of career or life goal. When you encounter challenges that somehow affect you from reaching your goal, do not give up. Just as career options are numerous, so are the possible ways of addressing the tests that come along with the preferred career. The same is true when we encounter challenges that hindered us to reach our dreams. For each of the challenges identified in the attainment of your career choice, let us identify possible ways to address them. This module will guide you in applying your abilities and maximizing your resources in deciding for your career. It will also make you realize that there are many factors that affect and in a way strengthen your decision making for a career choice. So here are the objectives of this module. Name the pros and cons of the decision made for life and career and formulate ways of addressing the possible challenges and areas for enrichment. A goal is anything, an object or situation that we think we need or we want. It may be something we want to do, what we want to be, or what we want to have. A need is what we do not have or do not have enough. The well-known social psychologist Abraham H. Maslow classified human needs and arranged them in hierarchical order, from lower to higher needs. His theory of sequential development of needs states that lower level needs develop first in the life of a person. Once a lower level needs are satisfied or are on the way to satisfaction, they assume less importance in motivation because the higher level needs become dominant in motivating behavior. A value is something we have and which we prize or treasure. We make choices to protect, defend, or enhance it. A value is shown in the choice we freely make. We are happy with the choice. If we value working with others, we will always choose situations at work in which we interact with others rather than working alone. Different kinds of values: personal values, family values, spiritual values, work values, career values, social and humanitarian values, cultural values. So based on this module, make an action plan based on the disadvantages on choosing a career. So after that, I want you to show the activity sheets to your parents. I want you to discuss the results and ask them to affix their signature in each output. Thank you very much. This is Ibrahim S. Mintong, Senior High School Teacher 2, Module 6, Diskasan. Wassalam.
Hello, good morning. I am discussing to you the Module 7, Beginning the Journey Where I Am. This module, Beginning Journey Where I Am, is about the process towards strategic implementation leading to the realization of learners' chosen profession or more career goal. This part will help learners learn more about their interests, values, and skills in relation to their current situation, which is vital to their profession in the future. This session will also guide learners in exploring occupations that are applicable to them and in learning to decide on the best choice. In this module, there are 3 objectives. 1. Discuss their present situation in relation to their status in life and profession. Number 2. Enumerate the different areas to be considered in planning for life and profession. Number 3. Evaluate the relevance of their current situation in planning for life and profession. Let's discuss the module. Career development is a lifelong process that includes physical, cognitive, and emotional development according to Sigma 1980. There are lots of factors that influence lifelong career development process. These are generally classified as psychological and social factors that are developed by affecting each other mutually. The most important feature that affects vocational development are the skills that an individual has. However, development of these skills can only be possible with environment support. If one were permitted only a single variable predict an individual's occupational status, it surely would be the socioeconomic status of that individual's family of orientation. The SWOT framework is credited to Albert Humphrey, who tested the approach in the 1960s and 1970s at the Stanford Research Institute. The SWOT analysis is a process that identifies the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of the student-chosen career field. As its name states, a SWOT analysis examines 4 elements. Number 1, strengths. Internal attributes and resources that support successful outcome of chosen track and strand. Number 2, weaknesses. Internal attributes and resources that work against a successful outcome of the chosen track and strand. Number 3, opportunities. External factor of the career goal that can be capitalized on or used to its advantage. Number 4, threats. External factor that could jeopardize the career goal. SWOT is usually used in the industrial business industry, which is very effective in their business analysis that would lead a business success. In this case, SWOT is used to analyze career development pathing to help the learner lead their one's career goal journey. Having career goal help provide direction and focuses your attention on attainable outcome of the educational process. Self-efficacy means the belief in one's capabilities to organize and execute the courses of action required to produce given attainment. This is constructed on the basis of the following. 1. Personal performance. Accomplishment reviews, success or failures. Vicarious experience. Watching others, modeling, mentoring. Verbal persuasion, verbal encouragement or discouragement. Psychological and emotional factors. Perceptions of stress, reaction in the body. It is important to understand the distinction between self-esteem and self-efficacy in career planning according to Bandura 1992. Self-esteem relates to a person's sense of self-worth. Self-efficacy relates to a person's perception of his or her ability to reach a goal. And I will leave you a question for your reflection regarding the topic. There are 3 questions. 1. What are your insights about the track or strand you are enrolled in? Number 2. What are your realizations? And number 3, do you think this will help you as you progress in your career journey? In what way? Thank you. This is Simeon Ambalga, the discussion. Mabuhay.
Congratulations, students. You are now ready to develop plans for your chosen career and implement them. Welcome to Module 8. In this module, You will learn the step-by-step procedure in making plans depending on your time frame. This will assure you of more structured and reliable implementation plan that will lead to achieving goals. Finally, this session will enable you to focus your talent, skills, and values to the current and life plans that you dream of. So now let us take off and begin your future today. At the end of this module, you are expected to 1. Determine the steps in achieving goals. 2. Develop plans for the chosen profession, vocation, and future. 3. Implement strategies based on plans. And 4. Show commitment in achieving life goals. If you want to plan for your life and career, you have to consider your goals and align them to activities leading to realization of your dreams. Goal setting is a major component of strategic planning for life and profession. Goals can create positive pressure so that you can move forward. They can lead us to the right direction and serve as measure if you really are succeeding in life. According to Ellis, writing your goals exponentially increases your chances of meeting them. Goals must be SMART, meaning specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. The STAR method may be used to complement your SMART goals. STAR stands for specific, time, areas, and reflect. Let us use this acronym to remember the following steps in setting and achieving goals. First, write specific goals. It means that your goals must be observable and measurable. Think of them as detailed results that you want to achieve. Second, write goals in several time frames. It is important to have a comprehensive vision of your future, and you can only do this by writing your goals in the following time frames. First, long-term goals. Generally refers to something that you want to accomplish in the future. These goals will usually need 5 to 20 years to succeed. They include, but not limited to, the different aspects of life such as education, career, personal relationship, and financial security. Next is the midterm goals. Can be achieved between the short-term and long-term goals. These goals support your long-term goals. This objective can be accomplished between 1 to 5 years. Next is the short-term goal. This can be accomplished typically in less than a year. These goals are more specific achievements. This require only action immediately or in the near future. Now, on the third step, write goals in several areas of life. In life and career planning, it is important that we aim for a balanced life. Setting goals in different aspects of life should be considered, like education, career, financial, social, spiritual, and health. Lastly, reflect on your goals. Take time to read and think about your goals and perform the following spot check. A. Check in with your feelings. Do you have emotional connection with your written goals? B. Check for alignment. Are your short-term goals aligned with your midterm goals? Will your midterm goals help you achieve your life goals? C. Check for obstacles. What are the constraints that you might encounter while working on your goals? How will you deal with these constraints? What are possible workable solutions? D. Check for immediate steps. What are the physical actions that I could take to achieve my goals? What are the small and achievable steps that I can do right away to accomplish one of my short-term goals? Career planning is a continuous process of learning and developing in the chosen field. It focuses on making informed choices in managing and organizing your profession and vocation. Career planning has 4 steps. Step 1. Knowing yourself. Self-awareness is a critical aspect of career planning. You need to start from yourself. You should know where you are now and where you want to be. Also, this is where you will identify clearly your life and your career goals. Step 2. Finding out. You will explore the different job opportunities in the market for career options. You can utilize the labor market information and other resources and tools previously discussed in session 3 to look up for job description, wages, job requirement, and job market projector. Step 3. Making decisions. After knowing yourself and exploring possible career opportunities, you now make life and career decisions. This is done through comparing results of the self-awareness inventory, composed of interests, values, personal style, skills, and learning experiences to the current career alternatives. Step 4. Taking actions. This is where you will start working toward the achievement of your life and career goals. You should consider creating support system, possible roadblocks and how to deal with them, or you should also consider the factors that are getting into your way and those that are leading you toward your goals. Now let me ask you, how do you set achievable goals? Why do you need to use SMART and STAR in writing your life and career goals? What is career planning? How can it help you as students? How will you implement your life and career plans? Now let's create your career developmental plan. In your paper, I want you to write your name, your track and strength, then below that, write your career mission statement. To become a blank who is specialized in blank and possesses skills in blank. In the first blank, I want you to write your future profession. And the second blank, I want you to write the field of expertise. On the third blank, I want you to write at least 3 skills. Okay, so after that, I want you to create a bio poem by answering the question in each line of the Future Me bio poem, which I will be reading to you. Now, on the first line, I want you to write your first name. On the second line, I want you to write your future profession and vocation. On the third line, I want you to write a thing or tool related to your chosen profession or vocation, then write something important you will do in this profession or vocation. In line 4, write the customer or client you will need to serve. In line 5, write the knowledge necessary to perform your profession or vocation. Line 6, write 2 works values related to the profession or vocation. On the 7th line, write 1 short-term and mid-term goals. In your last line, which is the 8th line, write your last name, then your future profession or vocation. For example, the future career bio poem. Benji, a teacher who appreciates books, who can teach and empower, who serves learners, who knows genetics, systematics, and evolution, who values integrity, dedication, and hard work. I will pursue my goals of finishing high school and studying education. De La Cruz, teacher. So after completing the 8 modules of this career guidance program, I want you to compile all the worksheet and journals you have accomplished all throughout the program and put them in an envelope or a folder. Then your teacher advisor will collect the portfolio for evaluation. Okay, so this ends our session, the last module of our career guidance program. I want to say thank you to all our learners who participated for this online discussion. I'm Benji de la Cruz, a senior high school teacher from Lamba National High School. Thank you.
At this point in time, let's hear a message from TESDA, DTI, and all representatives.
Vision Statement: the transformational leader in the technical education and skills development of the Filipino workforce. Mission Statement: TESDA sets direction, promulgates relevant standards, and implements programs geared towards a quality-assured and inclusive technical education and certification system. Value Statement: we believe in demonstrated competence, institutional integrity, personal commitment, and a deep sense of nationalism. The following are the programs and services offered by the TESDA to the public. Make sure that the program of the training institution is registered. It would be better if you could check the training institution's Certificate of TVET Program Registration or CTPR. This is the Competency Assessment Results Summary, or CARS, that the trainee could obtain in the assessment center as one of the required documents to be submitted upon requesting of national certificate. The national certificate could be claimed by the trainee if he or she passed the assessment and declared competent by the assessor. The national certificate has 5 years validity. The following are the scholarships offered by TESDA. TWSP, Training for Work Scholarship Program. STEP, Special Training for Employment Program. PESFA, Private Education Student Financial Assistance. UAQT, Universal Access to Quality Tertiary Education. RCEP, Rise Competitiveness Enhancement Fund. The following are the key employment generators priority sectors: tourism, hotels and restaurant, construction, IT BPO, transport, communication and storage, manufacturing, health, wellness, other social services, agriculture, fisheries, forestry. Objectives of the following scholarship programs. TWSP, filling up the skills gaps and job requirements of priority industries and sectors with high employment demand. STEP, addresses the specific skills needs of the communities and promote employment through entrepreneurial, self-employment, and service-oriented activities. PESFA, extend financial assistance to marginalized but deserving students in post-secondary non-degree courses and promote TVET. UAQT, provide adequate funding and such other mechanisms to increase the participation rate among all socio-economic classes in tertiary education. RCEF, develop a teaching skills on rice crop production, modern rice farming techniques, seed production, farm mechanization, and knowledge or technology transfer through farm schools nationwide. All beneficiaries must be a Filipino citizen. For TWSP, at least 18 years of age at the time he or she finishes the training program. First step in PESFA, at least 15 years old at the start of the training program. For UAQT and RCEF, at least 18 years old at the start of the training program. All beneficiaries must not be a current beneficiary of other government educational scholarship or subsidy program for beneficiaries. Beneficiaries for PESFA must be at least high school graduate or completer with an annual family income of below 300,000 pesos. Beneficiaries of UAQT must have at least 10 years of basic education. Benefits and assistance available. Training cost, assessment fee, insurance fee, training support fund, internet allowance, health protection equipment, book allowance, entrepreneurship. For TWSP, for STEP, for PESFA, for UAQT, for Super Scholar, for RCEF, feel free to contact or visit us at the following details.
I am Crystal Jane D. Gargaran from the Department of Trade and Industry, particularly from the Negosyo Center, Banga. So I am here today as one of the speaker for your virtual career guidance and advocacy program with the theme Making Choices on December 15, 2021. But before I start, I know some or most of you do not know who and what is the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI is. So si DTI po ay isang ahensya ng gobyerno na kung saan tumutulong sa mga negosyante or sa gustong maging negosyante. At alam ko na kayo ay nagtataka kung paano ba kayo ma-influensyahan ni DTI in choosing. We all know that being a student and studying for many years is really hard. But all that hard work will be paid off once we graduated. Pero natanong nyo na ba sa sarili or naisip nyo na ba kung ano ang gagawin ko after ko makapag-graduate ng college? Yung buhay ko ba is mas gagaan or mas mahirap pa siya sa pagiging estudyante? So life after college, or ito yung tinatawag nila na real world. Pag nasa real world ka na, hindi ibig sabihin na nakapagtapos ka na ng pag-aaral or ng college is madali ka na makakahanap ng trabaho. Sa paghahanap ng trabaho, marami talagang hindrances na kaabang. So, isa doon is yung marami kang kompetensya, meron kang kakompetensyang mas matagal na yung experience sa trabaho sa'yo, at minsan, meron din yung tinatawag nila na buffer system. So, katulad nito na sa picture, so, taas pila best, pero isa daw dari hinables ka tagi-ati, tuloy na ta. So, sa tatanggapin man natin o hindi, so ito talaga yung realidad. Ngayon, pahirapan talagang maghanap ng trabaho. So, life after you graduate, what are the best options for you? So, which will you choose? The first picture or the second picture? So, you can also split your content. So, your first option is get a graduate job. So, you need to put yourself out there to get noticed. So, work on building contacts with the industry professionals. So, finding a job may take a while. So, but you should be careful not to allow a gap to develop on your CV or your resume. So, once nag-apply ka ng trabaho at in-interview ka, tatanungin ka talaga ng interviewer, so anong ginawa mo this last year or past 2 years, bakit wala kang nailagay dito sa resume mo, so it may deduct or minus points during your interview. So, if you're struggling na maghanap ng trabaho straight or in line with the degree you have gained, so you can fill in your time after graduation with internships. So, pwede kayong mag-volunteer or mag-part-time work or a stint of working shadowing. So, it may help you or pwede mo itong madagdag sa resume mo which can add points during the interview or during the process of applying. So, it's true, anyone can get a 9 to 5 job right out after college, but most of the time, that 5 to 9 job na i-offer or nakikita natin is hindi ito yung trabaho na gusto natin gawin or hindi ito yung trabaho na gusto natin or mapipili natin yung mga kasama. Basta na sis, diin ka ga-work subong. So, okay lang ko diri sis, ari ko sa kwan, o di kami subong, may bakante ka mo dira. So, this illustration shows na hindi lahat ng gusto nating trabaho ay makukuha natin, pero kailangan natin magtiis dahil kailangan natin ng trabaho. As Steve Jobs said, your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, so keep looking and don't settle, as with all the matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. So your second option is to become self-employed. So you should think inside the box. So you should explore opportunities, time to put theories, ideas, and projects into. Struggling to find your dream job, why not create it yourself by setting up your own company? So these are the advantages of being self-employed. So first, the independence and autonomy. So being self-employed, so you have to make your own decisions since wala ka ng boss or wala ng ibang tao na makakapagpigil ng iyong decision. So control, so over who you work with, the type of work you do. So freedom to work when you like on projects that make your heart sing. So being self-employed is makakapili ka na yung ng mga bagay na gusto mong gawin or gusto ng puso at isip mong gawin. So flexibility, so to fit work commitments in with the family and other interests. So opportunities, so marami kang opportunities na makakuha or pwede ka makapili ng opportunities since you are self-employed that fit or makakatulong sa iyong negosyo. So in your recognition, you're able to take the credit for everything that you do, create, design, or invent. So why go into business after college? So first, you know your competence, you will learn to work smarter, you will understand the value of hard work, and you go do what you analysis, negosyo. So why go into business? So this is the reward of being an entrepreneur or going into business. So you're able to make money next and be your own boss. So you can express creativity, you can create a product with your own creativity or maaari kang makadagdag ng produkto sa iyong negosyo. So you will have the feeling of self-satisfaction. So hindi lahat success. Merong iba na nag-fail or pag once talaga na pumasok ka sa negosyo, pa-activat nito is yung mga risk and trials na dadating sa iyo pag once na nasa negosyo ka. So risk of failure. So merong ibang negosyo na nag-fail talaga pero meron naman talaga nagsa-success. So, hindi mawawala talaga pag once nag-negosyo ka is yung possibility na ma-fail ka sa iyong negosyo. So, next is the unpredictable business condition. So, long hours of hard work. So, hindi katulad ng isang empleyado ng isang kumpanya na merong 8 working hours. So, pag once nagnegosyo ka talaga, expected na meron ka mas mahabang oras ng trabaho. So, merong instances minsan na kahit ating gabi na meron tumatawag sa'yo at hindi mo naman talaga pwedeng baliwalain yun dahil maaari itong makatulong sa iyong negosyo. So, unwanted responsibility. So, sa gustuhin mo man o hindi bilang isang may-ari or isang boss ng iyong sariling negosyo. Hindi lang sarili mo or pamilya mo yung responsibilidad mo. Ang responsibilidad mo rin yung mga empleyado mo o yung mga pinagkakatiwalaan mo sa negosyo. So, do you have what it takes to succeed in business? So, bilang isang entrepreneur, dapat meron ka nitong personal entrepreneurial characteristics. So, achievement cluster, so opportunity. So, once talaga pag merong opportunity na darating sa'yo is dapat i-grab mo na yun dahil maaari itong magkaroon ng malaking impact or makatulong sa iyong negosyo. So, persistence. So, pag once talaga pag nagnanegosyo ka, dapat is meron kang persistence na makipag-communica sa ibang tao na maaaring makatulong sa inyong negosyo. So, sa pagnenegosyo, kailangan talagang magkaroon ka ng commitment to work, and ayan ang sinabi ko kanina, dapat kapag nagnenegosyo ka, kailangan mong harapin yung mga risk na maaaring dumating. So, the demand and quality. So, goal setting. So, sa pagnenegosyo is kailangan talagang may goal ka. Hindi ka pwedeng magnegosyo. Ay, gusto ko lang magnegosyo din. So, dapat pag once na negosyo ka, meron kang goal. So, example is ang goal na kailangan mong palawakin or palakihin yung gusto mong negosyo. So, information seeking. So, dapat once negosyante ka or into business ka, is mabilis kang makahanap ng mga impormasyon, lalo na kapag nakakatulong ito sa iyong negosyo. So, systematic planning and monitoring. Persuasion and networking. So, kailangan talaga sa pagnanegosyo is malawak ang iyong networking, dahil pag once malawak ang iyong networking is marami kang makikitang mga customers or mapagbebentahan ng iyong mga product. So, self-confidence, ito talaga yung isa sa magandang characteristic na dapat meron ng isang negosyante. Pag once kasi na makikita ng customer na meron ng self-confidence, meaning meron kang confidence sa iyong binibentang produkto at may engganyo silang bilhin. So, ano ang mas gusto mo, active o passive income? Sa active income, isa kang empleyado or self-employed. So, ang kinikita ng mga empleyado at self-employed, so ikaw ang direktang nagtatrabaho para kumita. Kapag hindi ka pumasok dahil may sakit ka or leave ka, wala kang kita. So, kapag ikaw ay natutulog, wala kang nakikita or kinikita dahil ang rate ay 8 hours a day. So, samantalang sa passive income naman, kapag ikaw ay negosyante or investors, so may ibang tao na nagtatrabaho para sa'yo, para ikaw ay kumita. So, dito ikaw yung boss. So, kahit may sakit ka o naka-vacation leave ka, ikaw pa rin ay kumikita. So, kahit natutulog ka, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang kinikita mo dahil ikaw ang may-ari ng negosyo. So, creating a personal vision. Bakit importante na meron tayong vision sa buhay? So, we have to have a vision in life. So, without a vision, we have no ambition. So, without ambition, our life would have no direction. So, characteristics of a good personal vision. So, it is personal. So, it is not anyone else. So, it should have an appropriate timetable. So, it should match our skills. So, not too bold, nor too ambitious, nor too narrow. So, serves as a guide amidst the many challenges in life. So, serves as an inspiration during difficult times. So, after you graduate, where are you going? So, set your personal vision and find ways to achieve it. There are important lessons that we should remember in our life. So, if there's a will, there's a way. So, someone who has vision has ambition and direction. So, someone who has ambition finds solution. So, one who has ambition. So, there are successful young entrepreneurs in the Philippines. So, this is Gian Scotty Hadalona, 24 years old. the founder of Orange Apps. So Javelona runs on Orange Apps, which Forbes described as a cloud-based platform where schools and universities can manage multiple processes like student enrollment, grades, HR, and payroll. The company works with schools and has reported $2 million valuation to date. So next is Sir Carl Ocab, 20 years old, the founder of Carl Ocab Internet Marketing Services. So according to Forbes, Ocab started experimenting with the technology at the age of 12, so building websites and forums. By 13, he founded Carl Ocab Internet Marketing, which quickly became one of the highest ranked sites on Google in the Philippines for its highly coveted keywords make more money. So Forbes said Ocab has also started a web development and branding company, Reach Feed Me. Opportunity Doesn't Knock, Build a Door by Milton Gurley.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to present to you the trends in the Department of Labor and Employment. It is the JobFit 2022 Labor Market Information Report, a sneak peek to what's next. It provides labor market information, or LMI, on the industries that will create jobs and the skills needed for the future. JobsFit LMI Report 2022 aimed at helping students and job seekers make informed education, training, and career choices. It also aids in policy decision-making and direction setting. JobFit 2022 includes Key Employment Generators, or KEGs. It is a major industry groups with the greatest potential to generate employment and absorb bulk of the workforce in the years to come. Next is the priority skills requirements. These are the in-demand occupations, hard-to-fill occupations, and the cross-cutting occupations. We also have the key industry based on the GDP, or growth trends and investment priorities. The key industries are overseas, HRM, agriculture, construction, and fishing. The priority skills requirements for overseas are nurses, skilled construction worker, service crew, and driver. For HRM, we have food and beverage and food processing, and also cookery. For agriculture, we have machine operator. For construction, we have here the carpentry, masonry, plumbing, and fabricator. For fishing, we have the technical. Next are the future jobs in the coming years. We have here the chemical engineering, beauty and wellness practitioners, BPO staff, and biomass researcher. Now, let me ask you, what is the fourth industrial revolution? The fourth industrial revolution describes the exponential changes to the way we live, work, and relate to one another due to the adoption of cyber-physical systems, the Internet of Things, and the Internet of Systems. It brought about by the technological breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, or AI, robotics, the Internet of Things, 3D printing, genetic engineering, quantum computing, and other technologies. The fourth industrial revolution can also lead to some opportunities. It is potential to raise global income levels and improve the quality of life for populations around the world. Also, transportation and communication costs will drop, logistic and global supply chains will become more effective, and the cost of trade will diminish, all of which will open new markets and drive economic growth. Those are the updates from the Department of Labor and Employment. Thank you, and God bless us all.
In behalf of Lamba National High School Administration, faculty, and staff, I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to all who made this program a successful one. To all the lecturers, thank you for your time and invaluable efforts. To our partners, the TESDA, DOLE, and DTI, Thank you so much for your response to our invitation. To the grade 10 and senior high school teachers and advisors, thank you, ma'am and sir, for your efforts in communicating your students to participate in this virtual program, and also to our supportive head of this school, Sir Nemiseo Alvero. Thank you, sir, for your advices and follow-up. And above all, to Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who will guide us. And once again, thank you and mabuhay po tayong lahat.